Welcome to MaxLife Man, your essential YouTube channel, expertly led by our top expert, Dr. Sterling Thorne. Dr. Thorne and his top team from the prestigious Evergreen Peaks Institute bring years of dedicated research and hands-on experience in men's health. We deliver insightful, heartfelt podcasts designed to optimize your health and unlock your best self. Now, let's start with a truth most men over 60 think about, but rarely speak out loud. Your body is changing, and not always in ways you want. Maybe your mornings don't greet you with the same confidence they once did. Maybe you've noticed your drive fading, your stamina slipping, your intimacy feeling distant. And here's the thing, it's not just about sex. It's about blood flow, testosterone, prostate health, and the kind of vitality that makes you feel alive. If you've been told this is just aging, I'm here to challenge that, because with the right knowledge, from proven natural remedies to urology-backed science, you can protect your prostate, boost testosterone, improve circulation, and reignite your libido even after 60. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, do you believe performance after 60 is possible, yes or no? Your answer might just surprise you, and it's the perfect way to start today's journey. The silent changes you don't see coming, here's the truth. Gentlemen, most of the problems that rob you of performance after 60 don't announce themselves with a loud bang. They creep in, quietly, subtly. Maybe it starts with a little more fatigue in the mornings, or a softer response when you wake up. You think, it's just age, maybe I didn't sleep well. But underneath, your circulation is slowing, your testosterone is dipping, and your prostate, that small walnut-sized gland most men ignore, may already be inflamed or swollen. And here's where it gets tricky. According to a Harvard urology review, more than 50% of men over 60 have some degree of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. That means your prostate can squeeze your urethra, restrict blood flow, and disrupt not just your bladder, but your intimacy. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a real, honest conversation with your doctor about libido, erections, or prostate health? Most men never do. They wait until the symptoms scream, and by then they've lost years they could have reclaimed. So instead of waiting for trouble to get louder, I want you to recognize the earliest signals, because the next thing I'm about to share can help you catch the decline before it catches you. Why blood flow is the real key. Let's cut through the noise. Testosterone is important, yes. Libido matters, of course. But without healthy blood flow, none of it works. Think about it, every erection is a vascular event. Your arteries open. Nitric oxide signals your smooth muscle to relax and blood rushes in. That's not just a mood thing, that's cardiovascular health on display. Now here's the kicker, the same plaque and stiffness that cause heart disease can also block the tiny arteries in your pelvis. And guess what? Those pelvic arteries are 3 to 4 times smaller than the ones in your heart. That means the warning signs show up there first. In fact, research from the Mayo Clinic found that erectile dysfunction can precede cardiovascular problems by up to 3 years. So if you've noticed a slower response, softer erections, or less frequency, it might not just be an intimacy issue. It could be your heart whispering for help. Here's what I want you to do in the comments. Tell me honestly. If you could restore your blood flow and performance naturally without pills, would you try it? Yes or no? I'll be reading your answers. And in a moment, I'm going to show you a natural approach that's been proven to boost circulation for men over 60. Answering what you're already thinking, I'm looking at the comments right now, and I see 2 questions popping up again and again. Robert from Florida writes, Doc, if blood flow is the issue, why not just take those little blue pills? And Tom, 67, from Ohio says, I've tried supplements before, they did nothing. Is this just another sales pitch? Robert, here's the thing, those pills, they work like jumper cables. They can spark the engine, but they don't fix the battery. They don't repair your arteries, they don't shrink an enlarged prostate, and they don't raise your baseline testosterone. Without those fundamentals, you're still running on borrowed time. And Tom, I hear you. Most over-the-counter miracle boosters are just caffeine and fillers. The difference in what I'm talking about is this. It's backed by urology research, improves nitric oxide naturally, and supports both pelvic circulation and hormone balance. Gentlemen, you deserve more than a quick fix. You deserve to get back the kind of performance that doesn't need a clock or a pill to work. And if that sounds like a tall order, stick with me, because the next part is going to break down exactly which natural interventions make the biggest difference for men over 60. The overlooked role of the prostate. Most men don't think about their prostate until it causes trouble. But here's the truth. That small gland is central to both your urinary health and your sexual performance. When it's healthy, blood flow to the region is strong, nerve signals are clear, and testosterone receptors work efficiently. But with age, the prostate often enlarges, a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, by age 60, over half of men have some degree of BPH. This enlargement can compress the urethra, increase nighttime urination, and make it harder to sustain an erection. The other hidden issue? Inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation in the prostate doesn't just affect comfort, it impacts hormone conversion, blood vessel flexibility, and even libido. It's why some men see a dramatic improvement in performance after reducing inflammation, without changing anything else. The takeaway here is simple. Protect your prostate early, and you protect both your urinary health and your intimacy. And in the next part, I'm going to ask you a question that could change how you think about your own performance, and maybe even get you to commit to taking action this week. Your performance report card let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. If you had to grade your performance, your energy, your stamina, your intimacy today, what would you give yourself? An A, a solid C, or something you'd rather not say out loud? Here's why I'm asking. If you don't measure it, you can't improve it. An improvement after 60 isn't just possible, it can be dramatic. I've seen men in their 70s rebuild their circulation, lower prostate swelling, and reclaim the kind of intimacy they thought was gone forever. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, "Doc, I'm not sure I want to know my grade," well, that's exactly why you should. Because starting today, you can raise it. Oh, and before we go any deeper into the natural tools that work, hit that subscribe button, not because I need the number, but because your future self might thank you for locking in the information before you forget where you found it. Next, I'm going to tackle one of the most misunderstood comparisons in men's health, and it involves a food you've eaten your entire life. Soybeans vs. eggs. The surprising truth: for decades, soybeans were sold as a heart-healthy protein and eggs were demonized as cholesterol bombs. But in men's health, especially after 60, the truth flips the script. Let's start with soy. Yes, it's plant-based, high in protein, and easy to cook. But here's the catch. Soy contains phytoestrogens, plant compounds that can mimic estrogen in your body. In moderation, not a big deal. But in higher amounts, and especially in men with already declining testosterone, it can tip the balance in the wrong direction. Some studies in fertility and sterility have linked high soy intake to reduced sperm count and lower free testosterone. Now, eggs, they've been wrongly accused for years. Whole eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. They deliver high-quality protein, healthy fats, choline for brain health, and even vitamin D, all of which support testosterone production and nerve function. Research from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that men with higher vitamin D levels often have higher testosterone. So here's the bottom line. If you're looking to protect your prostate, maintain muscle, and keep your intimacy alive, you might want to think twice about daily soy and think twice before avoiding eggs. And in the next part, I'm going to make it even simpler, a few easy ways to get the benefits of soy without wrecking your hormone balance. Simple ways to eat soy without changing your life. I can already hear some of you typing in the comments. Doc, Are you saying I have to give up soy completely? Not at all. I'm saying you need to control the dose. Here's the reality: soy in small amounts isn't going to wreck your testosterone. The trouble comes when it's a daily staple in large quantities. So instead of having soy milk every morning, tofu for lunch, and soy protein shakes after dinner, spread it out. Use it as an occasional ingredient, not your main protein source. One of my patients, Greg, 66, used to have soy with almost every meal. We cut it down to twice a week, swapping in eggs, fish, and nuts for the rest. And within 3 months, his free testosterone rose by 18%, and he said his morning energy felt like the old days. Now, I'm curious in the comments, tell me honestly, do you think soy has been helping or hurting your performance? And if you're not sure, that's fine, because next, I'm going to tackle something a lot of men are too embarrassed to ask. But it's the reason many give up on natural solutions too early. How to prevent gas and digestive issues. Here's the thing. Even the best food for your hormones and circulation won't do much if it leaves you bloated, gassy, and running to the bathroom. Digestion is the gateway to absorption. If your gut isn't happy, your body can't use the nutrients you're giving it. I get questions about this all the time, so let's tackle a few right now. Question 1 Mark 72. Doc, every time I eat nuts, I get bloated. Am I allergic? Not necessarily, Mark. Many men just need to soak their nuts overnight to break down phytic acid and make them easier to digest. Question 2 Alan, 64. Can I eat eggs every day without stomach problems? Absolutely, Alan, but start with pasture-raised eggs and cook them gently. Overcooking can oxidize fats and make them harder to digest. Question 3 David, 69. Soy always gives me gas. Is that a sign to cut it out? David, it's more a sign to reduce the portion or choose fermented soy like tempeh, which is easier on your gut. Question 4 Paul, 66. I've switched to more protein, but now I'm constipated. What's wrong? You probably need more water and soluble fiber. Chia seeds, oats, and berries can keep things moving. Gentlemen, you don't have to live with digestive discomfort. Small adjustments can make a huge difference in how you feel and perform. And in the final part, I'm going to pull everything together, so you leave here knowing exactly what to do next and feeling confident about getting started. The final word. Your next move starts now, gentlemen. You've just heard the truth, not the quick fixes, not the marketing hype, but the real strategies to protect your prostate, boost testosterone, improve circulation, and keep your intimacy alive well past 60. And here's what I want you to remember: it's never too late to make changes that matter. Whether it's adjusting your diet, protecting your blood flow, or making small shifts in daily habits, every step you take today is an investment in the man you want to be tomorrow. If you've been quietly wondering whether your best days are behind you, let me be clear, they don't have to be. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s turn things around. And if they can do it, you can too. So here's my challenge: commit to just one change this week. Then come back here and tell us what you did and how you feel. Drop your questions in the comments. I read them, I respond, and you never know, your question might be what helps another man just like you. If you found value here, hit that like button, share this with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. Until then, take care of your body, protect your dignity, and never stop living with strength. I'm Dr. Sterling Thorne, and I'll see you in the next one.